Chief Correspondent Jonathan Hunt reports tonight from Los Angeles with what we know at this hour. Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening, Brett. Terrible scenes today on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, just about 30 minutes or so south of Salt Lake City. The scene on the right you're looking at there, are the probably 2,000 or so people who had turned out to watch and listen to Charlie Kirk at the campus in the Sorensen Plaza, which is right in the center of that campus. We are not, for very obvious reasons, going to show our viewers the moment that Charlie Kirk was shot, but we should explain what happened. He is sitting under that small tent you see in the picture. He is addressing members of the crowd. He is engaged in conversation with one questioner, and then you hear one shot ring out. It appears to be from a high-powered rifle. It appears to have been fired from a distance. We see in the video Charlie Kirk hit. His right hand goes up to the left side of his neck, and you see a gush of blood. The next thing we have seen on video is Charlie Kirk being carried away by people who appear to be a non-uniformed private security, carrying him away urgently, obviously. Now, it is interesting to note that from eyewitnesses and from Jason Chaffetz, for instance, who was there on campus telling us today, there was very little security overall. I counted perhaps 2 or 3 security personnel standing right in front of that tent, looking out at the crowd. You can see a couple of them there. But witnesses said there was very little uniformed security presence. Listen here to one of those eyewitnesses.
They had cops above on the walkways who were stopping what I assume people from throwing stuff down towards him. So I wonder why there wasn't any level of security taken to stop people around, like in front of him or anything like that.
So you didn't see any true security measures other than maybe from afar, is that correct?
Yeah. It was just, there was not a lot of cops there. I've seen more cops at UVU during sporting events.
Now, as for the shooter, Brett, that person is still at large at this moment, as we understand it. We are awaiting a press conference with local and state officials and law enforcement agencies. In the next few minutes, we are told, you can see that bottom right of your screen, the scene there, as we wait for that. But we are told right now that a suspect is still at large. As you mentioned, one person was seen being taken into custody by police officers on that campus in the aftermath of the shooting. That person, an elderly gentleman, as we understand it, has been released and had nothing whatsoever to do with this shooting. So an urgent manhunt underway, obviously now. Local police involved. The FBI, Kash Patel, has confirmed are on scene and heavily involved in the investigation. And we also have reporting that agents from Homeland Security investigations are also on scene right now. What they will be doing, obviously, Brett, is sweeping the entire campus. They're looking, obviously, for a weapon. We don't understand that one has been found as yet. They'll also be looking in the parking lot of the campus there, all the parking lots. What we often see in these situations is everybody clears out. There may be one vehicle still left there unattended to. That is something, obviously, that law enforcement would then key in on, taking a look at that vehicle, if there is such a thing in this instance. I also want to point out where that is. Orem is south of Salt Lake City, Brett, as I mentioned. I know the area well. We have a lot of family in Provo, which is right next door to Orem site of BYU. You can be up in the Uinta Mountains, the huge wilderness of the Uintas, within about 10 to 15 minutes driving from that campus. So this is clearly a very urgent manhunt to track down the person who killed Charlie Kirk. Brett?
We're going to stay on that and bring you any live updates from law enforcement across the board. Jonathan, thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.